Hello, so this is the third video in my playlist, and this is probably the tool I'm most excited to use. So this is called Padlet. It's kind of like an AI helpful thing to basically use just about anything in your classroom. So I've kind of played around with it. You only get three though in the free version of this. So if you want to use more, you're gonna have to pay for it. Like I said, it does cost, but they do get three free ones, which is pretty cool. So if you go to make, it just really depends on what you need. So recipes are pretty cool. This is basically what you design. So you can make rubrics, chore boards, which is like, hey, what are they doing for the week? Resource. Here they can share their documents, videos, any kind of homework they have. Reading log, create a post for every book they've read. Give some feedback for your students or for you from peers. Birthday wall, help celebrate a student. Again, this is the kind of cool concept I was thinking about was the AI side. So the main one I like was this class activity creator. So you go in here and you figure out, hey, what subject am I doing? So I messed around with biology. I'm gonna look for anatomy now. Again, you can do third grade science. You can pick your grade through here, and then you pick the topic. So in anatomy, we're hitting kind of the anatomical terms now. So it's kind of a higher education one. We're talking about inferior, superior, all the kind of huge upper end of the high school spectrum. And so then it's going to think and then say, hey, what are some ideas you can do? So you can type in here, you can do kind of whatever activities you want. And then, like I said, if you want, you can add in different things. It'll tell you, hey, so I like that one. So now it's creating my class activity. Okay, now you can tell it in that option as well what you want to do, and it's going to bring up a variety of things. But I really liked this one, so we open it up. So then it tells you, okay, we're going to do an anatomical selfie hunt. So you're going to follow the instructions below to complete the activity. You're going to take a creative selfie or photo, create a post with your image in the anatomical term it represents. So, like, hey, up here would be superior. You need at least three posts for different terms, like at least two other classmates' posts that you find creative, and then comment on one of them. So, kind of like a more introductional one. Like I said, you can just find ideas. So, I want anatomy. Let's say I want to do the tissues of the body. I want to use my computers, and then I want activities for my class of, I have about 6 students in there. Okay, and then I hit create. It's going to think a little bit. Gives you this kind of thing to mess around with. But like I said, it's pretty cool. I chose this to help basically find more ideas to plan. Sometimes I get really stuck in a rut with some of the things I want to do. So my goal is to see if this would be helpful and find kind of interactive stuff. I will use this primarily for other teachers if they want to, or to help me get ready for class. But in here, like I said, they give you websites, the Jeopardy games. They're going to find stuff for you to do, which I think is really, really neat. This is kind of the cool thing I really like about it. So you can go on here and like, hey, I like this one. So then it'll tell you, hey, create a one using a Quizlet or shared Google Slide document. Or you can assign this to kids. Front load it. Hey, I want you guys to make a function matching game. So here's the thing and use it. Or you can do stuff that's already been out there. Create an online quiz, create a Jeopardy style game. Here are some that actually are out there. So this is a Labster one. This is a virtual lab. And again, a lot of these things that you're going to find are already out there. So create an online or use an online diagram tool like Draw.io to have students create interactive stuff. This is really not going to give you, it'll give you some websites, but this is ideas to do, and then you're going to have to kind of build it. But I think that's cool because me, as a teacher, sometimes I get stuck in a box, and this kind of really helps me go, oh, I didn't ever think about doing that particular assessment or assignment that way using those tools. So the two ISTE standards I like or I thought fit was 3.4.B, which is just ensuring sufficient resources. So like I said, I might be stuck in one technology, but if I use this constantly, it's going to give me different websites or different ways to take the technology I already use or new technology and use it in a different way. So I basically have more ways to use the technology in the future. I don't get stuck in this kind of stagnant state. The other thing was ISTE 2.5.b is just designing authentic activities. I mean, like on here, I have this repair project, this model design. It gives you a bunch of them. And if you don't like it, you can always refresh it, find a different one, go back and redo it, and it'll find a bunch of different ones. Okay, maybe I need to add a couple things. I want to do skin tissue, stomach tissue, and it will change it based on those results. Like I said, though, this is a really cool interactive idea. Just going back, I mean, you can create discussion boards, reading lists, whatever you want to do, it will spit it out. It just takes a minute to think about it. But I really like this ideas for class activities. It just kind of spits them out. Or the class activity creator, you can take one of those, put it in this, and then it will spit out everything you need to make the activity. It's just a really neat